Hello everyone, welcome to the Elliott Wave Forecast.com. My name is Henry and I'm the senior analyst at the company. So today in this video we are going to take a look at the US dollars as a group, and we will use this US dollar PLN. This is the currency from Poland. It's called Poland zloty, and we see a clear 5 waves up in the currency here starting from the January 25th. We can see a very nice and clear 5 waves, and you can see even the subdivision in the wave 5 here is also subdivided into 5 waves. Now why do we take a look at the US dollar PLN or Poland zloty? Because if you overlay okay, US dollar PLN with the dollar index, so at the top you can see in the PLN, and at the bottom you see the dollar index, they look almost identical, and it's kind of hard to distinguish which one is which because they look almost identical, right? So this way that if you can forecast the PLN with a good certainty, the same thing can be said about the dollar index. You can extrapolate your finding in the PLN into the dollar index. So we do a lot of correlation at Elliott Wave Forecast, in addition to the Elliott Wave counting, to get the best possible interpretation of the move. So if we look at the PLN right now, again from the January 25th, we can see a clear 5 waves up, impulsive, with divergence in the momentum. So that is confirming that we are ending the wave 5, and based on the reaction here, we can kind of conclude that we have ended this 5 waves up. So according to Elliott Wave theory, then after a 5 waves up, at minimum we should get a 3 waves pullback to correct this 5 waves up. So if that is the case in the shorter cycle, then we are looking for the US dollar PLN to at least give us a 3 waves pullback, something like this. A clear 3 waves pullback that should correct this entire rally that starts from January 25th. Now when we expect this PLN, US dollar PLN, to pull back in 3 waves, again the correlation with the dollar index suggests that if we see PLN going lower, we should also see dollar index going lower as well. And if that's the case, then we should expect the dollar to get weak in the shorter cycle against pretty much every currency, right? So if the dollar index turns lower, you can expect euro to rally in the shorter cycle very soon. Now, how about the long term? Now the long term is a very interesting. If you look at the PLN, okay, you can see the low here is 2008. Now the cycle is slightly different, and the structure is not exactly the same as the dollar index at the bottom here. But if you draw a trend line in PLN, okay, and let me just look at the PLN now and go to the monthly chart. If you look at this monthly chart, okay, and you try to draw the trend line from 2008, something like this, more or less. Now you notice here that the pair, okay, the pair is breaking below this trend line, right? So in other words, it is breaking what looks to be a 10-year channel, 10-year support, and technically currently the way it is now, it is still trying to retest that same trend line, and it's sort of facing some sort of resistance now and trying to get rejected. So still you can make an argument that the trend line has been broken and now it is trying to retest it. If it fails to close above it, then we could see extension to the downside, right? Because this cycle clearly has ended in the PLN, and we are going to see at minimum some sort of a 3 waves pullback, ideally something like this. Now the question is, are we going to do the next leg lower from here or from somewhere else higher? Now there are two possible interpretations in the long term, all right, and I can have a one count or one view that suggests this correction. Okay, so technically the US dollar PLN rallying here is a correction to correct this decline. This correction can be over, okay, if we assume that 5 waves up that we see starting from January 2018, if that 5 waves up is a wave C of a flat. Alright, so where's the flat from? The flat comes from here in September 2017. So we got this wave A, wave B, and then wave C. Right, so if this is a flat from here, we can make something like this. So from December 2016, the decline is in 5 waves. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending with A, and then the wave B is in a flat A, B, C, and then if this is ending, then we now can resume the wave C lower. Again, if this in this interpretation here, that suggests that the US dollar PLN can start to extend lower now to continue the next leg to the downside. And if that is going to happen, that means the dollar index, which is positively correlated with the PLN, also can extend lower as well to the downside, like what we see here. All right. So another interpretation is going to be that this, like, we can call this ABC, something like this, ending here, and then let's say we ended some sort of a larger degree with W here, right? Let's say we ended larger degree with W, and then this 5 waves up, okay, is only with A of a zigzag, and if that's the case, then we should see a wave B followed by more upside in the wave C. Okay. To finish this expounds here as an ABC before it turns lower, something like this, right? So there are two different ways to view it. One is using a flat, another one is this 5 waves up that we see is only with A of a zigzag, one or the others. Now, which one is it? Only time can tell which one is going to play out. What we do know though, regardless whether this is an ABC or whether this is going to be a flat like this, right? Whether this is a flat or an ABC, what we do know though is we should get a reaction lower in the shorter cycle. And that's what we call Elliott wave hedging. No matter what, you will get a reaction lower, right? So either the reaction lower is going to ultimately give you a new low, or is going to do 3 waves pullback and then extend one more leg to the upside again. So either way, short term, we should see US dollars to get weak, okay, to weaken in 3 waves, but then after that, it's either going to new high again or it's going to continue lower to continue this this bearish view of the PLN. Now, you can make a case again based on the trend line. If the trend line is valid, if this trend line is valid, you can make an argument that yeah, we have already retested this broken trend line, and therefore this could become a flat and then extend lower from here as well to the next, to the next leg to the downside. And the alternate, we're gonna be pulling back and then doing another leg higher, but that requires PLN to possibly close above this trend line again if that happens before turning lower. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and if you are interested to check our work, we do this type of analysis every day in the live session as well as live trading room. You can check our work. We currently run a promotion 4th of July in which you can get two months of subscription of any plan you choose with 1 month payment. All right, and we also got 14 days free trial as well, so you can take advantage of that to check our work. So see you guys again next time.